96 overall? God damn. Oh, West Coast, huh? Okay. I kind of figured that's what it was. I saw that. Your team, 96 overall.
Snow and Lambeau, coach. Something about that
that
just works. Like
that whole field advantage, baby.
Half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay.
Yes, sir.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions
the
to
whole
an NFL
field,
game,
baby.
And that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is Rashad Penny. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, third and long. To throw is Jackson. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be
deep
brought
stand,
down
good deep.
At about the 31-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly
don't nobody care nothing about all that shifting.
Pick up a 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run.
Oh, that motherfucking shifting around, nigga. We ain't care nothing about that.
From the 35 on second down, Wentz. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Wentz now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. To throw is Wentz. That is caught at the 7.
I see you back there lurking.
I'm not sure that this play was designed.
Got that motherfucker over your head, didn't you?
Progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary
Try
guy,
to
but they
lurk
definitely
back
want him
there.
involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too.
Yeah, you up too. Do a lot of goddamn shift in there, buddy.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines on the pass block out on this drive. Revert and fire, create some space in the run game.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Wentz. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. Lefty. Working from the gun, Wentz.
Oh!
But that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not give it up 6.
And his kick here is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson throwing again. Open here, Adam Thielen. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948. Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
The Tuck roll, didn't you? Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Slipping into the backfield for the sack.
Not just for to sit back there and try to pick me apart. You tell that. That's not happening.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they
continue
that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. After the sack on first down, Jackson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Not going,
keep
sir.
in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time. But
they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions. Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. They can be contagious, give you a little momentum. They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. .42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. Set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
On second down, it's Spencer, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Mike, go. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
From the gun on third down, Wentz into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check, check.
Now it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense.
You determined tonight, ain't
He was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Under 10, under 10.
They'll run on first down. Spencer. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
He's crashing. He's checking crap.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz, and he fires one that's intercepted.
How the fuck is this motherfucker turning, not even looking the ball,
And he is going to get this
turning
one
around,
to the
getting picked?
20-yard
This some
line.
bullshit.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we
This
look at the
motherfucker ain't
offense
even
and say,
looking
what's
at the
going on
ball.
with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Jackson on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Vikings on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
In this situation,
He's throwing up prayers, ain't
how
he?
to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, fellas. Let's go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 16, Wentz. Looking.
Oh! He dropped it! Oh my God!
Time there defensively because it's not a
That mother, oh, I put that motherfucker on the money, boy.
Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's Wentz to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
My nigga fell down, man. God damn, he fell down.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Damn, this nigga fell down, man.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They keep it with Penny on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Mike 42, check. Right. Here we go. Slam.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he still has yet to
get away. Try to get away. He tried to get away. Tried to hit the outside on him.
As we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Jackson from the shotgun. He is going to find Hill here. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Just gonna keep trying me,
And you
boy.
know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Jackson. Complete. Smith has it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the
See,
end,
trying.
able to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun again to Penny. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here we go. 54, Mike, 54. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Sunday. Football. Check. Lucky. Right there. 54. Right there. 54. And ram. Watch the slant. Big Ed.
The final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down.
Try to cheat, send that motherfucker around and tackle, huh?
What's a 6-point game at the break.
Try to cheat, send that motherfucker around and tackle, huh?
Our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Not too many breaks ahead, according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Let's go. Great. 54. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. And we got to get to the done.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Come on, man.
To be incomplete.
That motherfucker right in your hand.
On display throughout
That's
this
some
game
shit.
from both teams, and there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Motherfucker right in his hand.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, team six. No. Kill.
Now Wentz again. That his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 21. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. They'll try the right side here with Penny. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's able to find Diggs. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down and 4, Wentz, and he fires one incomplete.
Fucking flag at, man. God damn.
Powerful arm isn't the ¡1 thing they look for in a
There's
quarterback.
been no motherfucking flag, man.
Inside routes, and you need to put some heat on it. It helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Wentz now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
26 months. I can't believe they let you play.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On second down now, it's Spencer trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The throw left side to start the drive is complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, it's complete to Diggs. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Will Harris. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
Fucking
I
bullshit.
think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught in the end zone.
How the fuck that happened?
Minnesota. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown.
I don't either. I gotta watch that replay. He was in man coverage. I don't know how the hell that happened.
On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And the lead is now 13. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he rifles one incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 57. 57. 57 is the mic. Watch 57. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And
come on, man.
A lot of contact.
You
No
motherfuckers is dropping everything.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, it's Spencer, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Wentz. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Oh, my God.
Feet down, no, it's incomplete.
Credit the secondary.
Oh,
The
my
defensive
fucking
game plan.
God,
They've
man.
been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Packers on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. And my goodness, another interception.
Why did he turn inside?
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. What a
He was supposed to
nightmarish
fucking
game
turn
he's having now.
outside.
6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Check. Show it out. Show it.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Jackson on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel
Nah,
it
he
in.
got me fucked up.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt.
I don't know how he got that last one.
But that's okay because the second part of that is
That last
if you
one
don't get
was
the
some
completion,
bullshit.
at least you've told the defense you're
I'm
trying to
gonna
stretch
take
it
the
out a
wrong
little
button or
bit,
something.
and they may have to change accordingly.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Jackson. Open man is Hill.
Ah, stupid penalty, man.
Face mask. Here come the flags. This is going
Stupid
to get him the
penalty.
1st down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
You got tape right there. Shoot.
Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He got 29 yards that time. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And Diggs has it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. Again, Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now wins. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it. That makes our score now 22-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Going deep for Diggs. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. picked off at the 45. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. To throw, it's Wentz. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Why this motherfucker not jump up there and get the fucking ball? This motherfucker 6'7". This little bitty motherfucker got the ball.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think